Blackberry is the best performing stock right now on the TSX. Of course, rumors have been swirling about interest in the company. It is going through a so-called strategic review, and a couple of days ago, actually it was Friday, Bloomberg reported that a private equity firm, Veritas, wants to buy the whole thing. They didn't disclose a dollar figure, though, but you can see that the stock has reacted. You're taking a look at the stock, what is this, over 10 years? 15 years on Blackberry. John Chen has been at this since 2013, and he's done a remarkable strategic change, has not done much to affect the share price. Mark McQueen, more than 10 years ago, when I was just a cub in the newsroom, I remember putting on a show about the crisis at Blackberry, live in Waterloo with our former colleague and friend Kim Parley, and you were the main guest that I had booked to opine on the company. So you've been following it for a long time.
Well, I think I was, my first BlackBerry I had to buy from the company directly because none of the carriers actually had any products. So the romance and relationship goes back 20, 21, 22 years. This story reminds me of Nortel. Obviously, it was once the biggest market cap in our country, of course, BlackBerry and Nortel in each case. Nortel went bankrupt, and then as part of that process, the receiver sold the patents, and it was a very sought-after portfolio for a bunch of reasons that went globally, right? This time, the Minister of Industry is going to have to make a decision about, this Canadian champion that is obviously a shadow of its former self. Are we prepared as a nation to be big into patent protection and big into making
They've been selling their patents, and it's Canadian and name only, maybe enlisting. I don't think the CEO spends much time here.
Shaving the edges is different than a wholesale sale. And it's going to be, I think this deal and the one going on in British Columbia right now at Carbon Engineering are going to be a challenge for the minister and the Liberal government to decide, do they really care about the free market? The argument you can make there for sure. Or are they going to kind of try and protect some Canadian flag bearers, even if BlackBerry is not the global leader it once was?
But you think it still needs to have a Canadian footprint? Like, it's important? I mean, now we have Shopify. So we've all moved on.
I know, but we perhaps need to go away from this one, agree that only need one flag global champion to be proud of Canadians' tech sector. But all kidding aside, you're right. They've been, for a decade now, they've tried, they've raised debt, they've done a bunch of different interesting deals. Obviously, the software for the automotive has been successful. And the now what question as a board, sure, let's see what alternatives are. But you still have to, in these companies, find out what the government thinks.
Yes, that's true. It's so interesting. I mean, the stock has just failed to ever capture institutional interest. Analysts have kind of always shrugged off what John Chen has done there to pivot the company. Cybersecurity has struggled. Internet of Things, which is the car business, has done very well, and presumably that's what somebody wants out of this business. But RBC says, yeah, maybe they can get bought out for $5.50. In U.S. prices. That's where the stock is trading right now. It traded as high when it was a meme stock. I think it touched $25. But I mean, even in a buyout scenario, there's still not a lot of love for this one.
And that may be because the DCF says that's what the value is, and you can't pay more unless there's some growth strategy that has yet to be discovered or unveiled by the board and the company's management. And maybe the prices, maybe we are at the number right now. That would not surprise me. Private equity firms need to use a little bit of leverage and a little bit of luck and a little bit of strategy to make their hay. And, it's hard to believe there's anything left here.
Does BlackBerry leave Canada altogether, you think, if it's purchased by foreign?
Well, the development teams and all the places in Canada where we have talent for programming and whatnot, those will probably survive because it's cheaper than doing so in other markets in theory. But the idea that it will remain a Canadian company clearly is on the table.
You said that this is part of a larger story, and you referenced this company, Carbon Engineering, in BC. What parallels do you see here? Well,
this is a clean tech company, not a software play or Internet of Things. It has just Occidental Petroleum of Houston last week announced a $1.1 billion U.S. proposal to buy it. This is a company that's backed by Bill Gates and Peter Thompson's Tom Best here in Toronto, Airbus, Air Canada. And Occidental put money in through its corporate venture arm in 2019. And this company apparently can take carbon out of the air and turn it into fuel. Well, if our country, and I've been writing about this all summer on my Substack, if our country has a company that can take carbon out of the air, is that not the kind of thing we should keep in this country? Both the patents and the ownership. But the sad truth is that this was mostly financed by strategics and Americans. Mm-hmm. And as a country, we can't believe that we can help solve the world's carbon challenge if we actually don't put more money into clean tech investments.
Well, I've said this before,
but and as a government,
we don't tolerate losses. We don't tolerate losses for long enough. Billions of dollars were burned at Uber before it even showed like just a hint of profitability. Amazon was the world's largest nonprofit. That would not have been tolerable here. Already Shopify were demanding, and they've only just cracked the surface in terms of what they're able to do, and we're already saying, where is your profit? We probably need to be, as an investor base, allow for more losses.
Well, what has never been clear to me is why Canadian institutional investors are comfortable with a mine in Burkina Faso, but not a tech play in Squamish or in Waterloo.
All right.